everybody, welcome to this next short video on learning basic astrology, and in this particular video we're going to deal with the seasons. So the wheel is divided into 4 different seasons. Now remember, we are learning tropical scientific sidereal astrology, so the astrological signs are all exactly the same size. They're divided equally, starting with Aries here, going around to Pisces. So the wheel is divided into 4 quadrants that are totally equal, and each quadrant has 3 signs in it. Now, starting with your Aries, this is the beginning point of spring, and it's called the spring equinox. Then we get into Taurus, which is mid-spring, and Gemini, which is the ending phase of spring, moving into Cancer, which is the summer solstice and the beginning of summer. Leo, which is midsummer, the height of summer, moving into Virgo, which is the end of summer, which is leading us into the autumn equinox in Libra, going into Scorpio, which is mid-autumn, and then ending off autumn in Sagittarius, which leads us into the winter solstice in Capricorn at the beginning of winter. That then carries on into midwinter in Aquarius and ending off in Pisces. And then the cycle will start again. Now, these astrological events, these solstices and equinoxes and that, do tie into important dates that have been celebrated time immemorial by the pagans and the Christians. In fact, a lot of the Christian celebrations came from pagan ones. So Christmas, Easter, etc., and that sort of thing you can Google. These things are, they represent times of the year that are celebrated and events that are celebrated. So I want you to think carefully now about the energies or the essence of each season. What is the feeling of each season? What happens in each season in nature? If we were living closer to nature and not in this really hustle-bustle life, modern life that we do live in, what would be happening in our lives during that season? And we will have a further little video session on the seasons and key words for those seasons. But I want you to make this, when you're studying this, I want you to make it your own. So I want you to also think about your own keywords for these different seasons. So I'm going to give you an example. In spring, what is spring? New growth, buds coming out, new little plants coming through the soil, pushing through the soil. It's pushing, self-expression. Okay, it's things starting off. Okay, it's new life. It's exciting. It's adventurous. New opportunities, new growth. Okay. And in summer, what normally happens in summer? There's a lot of reaping going on. There's still a lot of building. There's still a lot of growing going on. Harvesting. Okay. Preparing for the autumn, possibly. Okay. Storing up for the autumn and the winter. And sometimes even things reach their full growth in summer. Okay, depending on what type of plant or tree it is. Okay, and then autumn, things start slowing down, doesn't it? So in summer, the energy is still quite strong, and it's hot and it's vibrant, isn't it? And then autumn, the energy starts slowing down. We're getting ready for winter. Some things are being harvested, the last harvest, depending on what the crops are. we're putting aside and storing for winter. Things are a lot more laid back. Once that is done, it's colder. Okay. And yeah, and we've already had half a year of another year of life on this planet, and we've learned more. And so we're coming around, and it's getting darker, and things are getting slower. And then we come into winter, where things really slow down. The energy is not as out there and, as spontaneous and whatever. It's like, okay, well, not doing that much, actually. There might be chores or duties to do, but they might not be as intense or as hectic as in spring. And it's living off what we've grown and harvested in the other seasons, and still preparing for the next one. It's cold, cooler. It's coldest of the seasons. It's the darkest of the seasons. Not a lot of new growth happening. Okay, but there may be consolidation. So this is what I want you to think about when you're thinking about the seasons. Why are they represented in the chart? Because you must remember that when we get into the triplicities of why the three different forms of each element of fire, earth, air, and water act differently. Why are they different? It's because of the energy of spring here is very different to the energy up here. Okay, so I want you to think about that. I want you to think about your own keywords for these seasons, what they would be, and what it would mean to you. All right, so that you can, it's always easier to remember something if you can personally relate to what you are learning, what you're looking at. Okay, so I hope you have fun doing some keywords for seasons. Any questions, you're welcome. I'll answer them when I get a gap. But there are quite a few videos to come still on just the seasons and modalities and triplicities and all of that. So look forward to exploring all of that with you. Have a great weekend. Bye.